So we're back with archetypes and the masculine and the feminine. Jung chose the Latin for soul, anima, and animus to talk about those contra-sexual archetypes.
Yes. They're so important to us now. One can't make her way through the modern world without understanding anima and animus. The man with his feminine side, the anima, ruling so much of his personality. The woman with the animus, her masculine side down underneath, ruling so much of her personality. And the modern world is doing very badly with these. That's so much of the chaos in marriages these days.
So as we think about the archetypes of masculine and feminine and their images of anima and animus, souls, much of falling in love is the projection of that archetype onto a living human being. Very dangerous territory.
Very dangerous. That's what my book We is about. If I could naively wish small things for a modern man, one of them would be to differentiate between masculine and male, and female and feminine. People can't tell the difference. And the feminine side of me doesn't fit onto a female. One automatically presumes that that's so. If something wells up in me, feeling nature and soft and tender and feminine, we take it naively to think that there's a woman who will carry that for me. That doesn't work. If I'm going to relate to a woman, I must relate to her as a woman, not as my feminine. Vice versa with the woman. Our age hasn't learned this and is putting up a huge resistance to learning it. Well, a fairy tale, finding the perfect woman and live happily ever after, would come crashing down.
What happens when the projection collapses?
Disillusionment, which is a noble word, but not a happy one.
So the state of falling in love, no thing is just one thing, but one of the dimensions of falling in love is the projection of the archetypal energy onto another human being, which will eventually will collapse.
No human being can carry that, neither one of the people involved. Yet people keep trying, second time, fifth time, find somebody who will carry that expectation. That's a fairly recent addition or error in the Western psyche. Romanticism, the putting of an archetypal structure on a human being. And it doesn't exist in India, or the so-called third world. Indians don't fall in love. Westernized Indians do after they see our movies, and by the time they get a TV. To fall in love with somebody is to fall into the religious dimensions of one's psyche. And it's absolutely real and tremendously powerful. But one must be keenly aware of levels if one is to survive it. You ask some human being, person to carry that for you, and she can't. They'll try, but it's not possible to be a living, walking archetype for somebody else.